Remember that there are 7 to 8 billion people on the planet. And guess what? Even if you fuck it up so badly, majority of them don't even bother to think about your fucked up. They don't even think about your failure anymore. Everything is really in your head. Let's say that you give a speech for 100 people and you totally screw up. Let's do a quick math. 100 divided by 7 billion equal what? 0.00001%, which is 6 decimal points. The point I wanna say is, it's really nothing. And guess what? Even 100 people you thought they would give a shit about your failure? No, they don't. They may laugh at you for a moment, but 1 hour later, they would go back to their own insecurities. They don't have time to think about your mistake. Yeah, they may think about you for a moment when they see you, but then they will get back to their own insecurities, their own reality. So the next time, when you notice yourself take things seriously and worry about opinions of others, remind yourself that there are too many people out there to even fuck it up. And most, if not all of them, don't give a shit about you. Sometimes, our minds create more problems than they should be. And we need to learn to shut down, ignore, or not let those negative thoughts affect you. If you don't learn how to be your own biggest fan, it could be very difficult to get yourself back up after one failure. Failure is very normal. But if you don't know how to talk nicely to yourself, you can kill yourself. Not the failure itself, but you, yourself, a person that you look at in the mirror. You think that people really care about your stuff, but they really don't. Think about it. How many random strangers in the last month are still in your mind? How many do you actually remember? You probably don't even fucking remember anyone. Why? Because you're too busy dealing with your stuff already, let alone worry about others. So it could be true for others. They don't really have time or mental capacity to think about you. To be honest with you, those that care or laugh about you, they're really a low-value individual. So you shouldn't even bother to think about them anyway. My point is very simple. Your failure is not that big of a deal as you make it out to be. Failure is just a failure. Nothing more, nothing less. It doesn't have any power to affect who you are unless you allow it to. You are a gatekeeper of your life. You can let or not let anyone enter into your life. You have that power. And the same thing with your thoughts. You can determine what thoughts can affect you and what thoughts cannot. Failure is the pathway to success. The quicker you fail, the faster you get to victory. Apply this mindset to your relationship goal. Rejection happens, and it'll happen a lot. You'll feel defeated every time you get rejected. And it's okay and normal. Just remind yourself there are too many women out there to even bother worrying about this rejection. If this woman doesn't appreciate you, let it go. Accept this failure and move on. It doesn't feel good in the moment. Accept it. Don't ignore it. Don't push it away. Yes, it doesn't feel good, but the moment you acknowledge and accept it, it won't bother you anymore. So keep going until you find that one woman who says yes to you. Apply this mindset to your job search as well. If you don't get a job you want yet, keep searching. If you fail at this interview, keep going on. There are so many employers out there for you to even worrying about this one rejection. And guess what? If nobody wants you, start your own journey, start your own business. Start working hard on your dreams and your purpose. Work hard in silence and let success make noise. The same thing with your YouTube, your podcast, or almost anything that you're passionate about. This episode may not hit a lot of downloads, so what? Keep producing the next one, because at some point, there are some that will hit a home run, and that will make every single failure before worth it. To wrap up, honestly, the best way to really stop caring about others' opinions is to learn to let go of the pride. The more you care about your self-image, the harder it is for you to accept failure. When you feel like people are watching or judging you, remember that there are way too many people out there for you to even fuck everything up, and even then, very small percent would remember your failure. They don't really have time for your fucked up stuff. So you, as the creator of your life, just do your things. Just do what you know best. And if you fail, then stand up and fail again and again and again. And if you start worrying about what others think of you, accept it, acknowledge it. Say to yourself that, hey, I actually worrying about what others think of me right now. The moment you say this, you will feel freer. Do it. Don't push it. Don't try to resist it. Whatever feeling that you experience, acknowledge. It'll go away. Most people will never remember your failure. But do you know what they will remember? Your success. You can fail 1,000 times, but you only need one success to make every single failure worth it. Like remember Thomas Edison. He failed over 10,000 times, but people only remember his success. So my warrior, get your ass out there and fail as many times as you can. Life is supposed to be fun and not to take it seriously. Always remember that at the end of the day, you only need one success to make every single failure worth it. And trust me, it will be all worth it in the end. Do not give up. Hey, thank you for listening to my podcast. If you got any value out of it, appreciate your ratings and reviews. That means the world to me. My hope is that no matter what you go through in life, have faith and never stop believing in yourself. And until next time, always be your awesome, badass, authentic self.